This is Douglas here, playing SimCity. This is making up for my stream from last week, and I hope things look better now. I can see the preview. I still, unfortunately, I'm trying to get the chat to work. I guess I can't play full screen, unfortunately. But otherwise, looks pretty good. And I'll just be playing really short here, because there's a lot of other stuff going on. And I'm going to be dropping majority of my frames just because my internet connection here sucks. Put 720, 1280 by 720. That is HD. Okay. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get for right now, I think. Even though there's a bunch of black space around it. Wish I had a bigger screen so I could play. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna pull up the chat on the side so I can respond to it. I'm gonna be bouncing in and out because doing other stuff at the same time, which if you watched today's vlog you would understand, which I think just got uploaded within the last 5 minutes, so. Okay, loading that up. Since you kind of missed out on what was going on last week, we were playing here. Of course, gonna try to load my stream at the same time. I'm just gonna try to load my stream at the same time. How do I get to dashboard? Dashboard. Just gonna load my. And ads are trying to play.
Sorry, I was just checking out your phone. That's the Galaxy S4, right?
Yeah, I just got it.
Did your video just pause on its own?
Yeah, it does it every time you look away from the screen.
And that's a big screen, too.
5 inches, HD.
I guess you get your Samsung ad that you see every time you try to watch a stream.
Someone has to call you first.
Well, give me your number. I'll call you.
Yeah. Give me your number.
Come on.
Introducing the Samsung Galaxy S4. The next big thing is here.
I guess you get your Samsung ad that you see every time you try to watch a stream.
Someone has to call you.
And let's pop to my dashboard. And okay, just pause it. I don't want to listen to another ad. Okay, I do have the chat open now. So that I can watch it this time. Even though probably nobody's watching. And it says I'm offline, but it was showing my stream. So I don't know. There we go. I don't think anyone else is watching at this point. I was watching Wyatt's stream. He is twitch.tv/vexedgames. And let's see. Okay, we're good to go. I will be right back here, and then we will be able to start. Okay, I am back. Let's play some SimCity. Just short here. Of course, we left off here in... We left off here in San Dig City, which has grown up quite a bit, especially down in this downtown area. And that is because we have this archaeology over here, which I hope this time you can see. Well, like, you get it. There's like 1 million people living in that thing, and they're coming in and out of my city constantly, which means my connection over here is kind of iffy, but it's helping build up my commercial district. Since last time you watched, you probably did not see that there is this avenue. I redid the road network on this side pretty much. It's 2 new avenues to try to relieve traffic flow from here out to the airport and train station. And another one going east-west. It doesn't go east-west all the way, but it goes past the police station here to here, next to my gambling HQ, because I figured since I have enough money, might as well start investing into other things. So I have 2 gambling houses here. That one's losing a little bit, but you get the idea. I was just playing around with, see if I can make money gambling. I added another monument over here, Arc de Triomphe, which is from France, if you didn't recognize that name. But I guess the nuclear power plant's a new one, which is helping me provide power. So let's see what our problems are today to fix. Classroom's full. Of course they're full. And I know this was short notice, so I'm not really surprised that nobody's watching. And it's just gonna be this short live stream here. Is it my high school, is that? No, my high school is full. It's a big high school already. Okay, let's add a module here. Should we put it on the ground or should we put it on top? Well, we're gonna put it on the ground here, cause nobody likes a 3rd floor classroom. Cause you know you gotta trip on those stairs and. Okay, I don't think oh, this one's full too. Okay, now I'm gonna have to build a second one, because I maxed this one completely out. So maybe they just need to find somewhere else to go. Because I don't want to specialize in education too, because that's just a money sink. I think we're doing fine on crime. Only 8 crimes a day. Water pump running dry. No. There's like no water left in the city. Otherwise I have to destroy this residential area down here, which is my fancy district. I'm sucking all the water from every other location. I still don't have enough. Okay. Let's see if we can buy some. Okay, we're gonna buy a little bit of water. In my electronics factory is having some issues, my computer's factory. But I haven't been able to pinpoint exactly what's going on. zones. I don't Where is there? There's no room. Once again, I'm out of room. And that's why EA should make these city ones bigger, because... Oh yeah, I sent my gift to Alloy to someone that needed alloy. Am I out of plastic? Oh. So needy, okay. There's plenty of plastic. I'm not really sure what the problem is. Okay, well, we're still making computers because... Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I don't know, I'm kind of at a stalemate with this city. So, I think I'm gonna jump to a city in the region I started. I didn't really start it, it's just kind of sitting there on the other side of the map. What's he need? I just sent him a gift to Alloy. Okay. Otherwise, I think we're doing okay. Oh yeah, I added this hospital down this part next to everything, and the large fire station. Actually, I have not had a fire since I put it in, so that's good. Lots of traffic on this main highway, obviously, but there's not much more I can do about that. Alright, let's... Yeah, we're kinda... I can't really do anything now. Our other city's out... way at the edge of the map, right? Which I have not even named yet. So, if you have a name, which I don't see anyone in the chat room, but if you do have a name, tell it to me. But first I gotta gift money to it, because... Whatever. Alright. Oh, I already gifted a bunch of simoleons out there. Oh no, that's... Boy, they have a rich city. Must be making something. Or they're cheating somehow. I don't know how it's possible with this DRM stuff. Let's visit it. And I hope my stream's going okay, even though nobody's here. But that's alright, because that's my fault. Is there a disaster going on? This is usually only plays when there's a disaster. Am I the only person playing SimCity on Twitch? Probably. It's a lot of games. But I think I'm probably the only person playing SimCity. Really? It doesn't even show it. I passed it. That's the disaster music. And it's like the richest city, so I'm surprised. Yep, SimCity definitely does not show up on this list. I'll be right back as this is loading. don't know about you, but I'm starving. Okay, see, this is the thing all the cities have. There's gotta be a disaster somewhere. Oh, monster. Coming right down this main avenue here. Well, if you're watching recorded on YouTube, which that is if Twitch works at recording it like it's supposed to. It's a nice city. Oh, my phone's ringing here. Just give me a moment, please. Sorry about that. Alright, I do have a viewer now, so yay. And we are just visiting someone else's city at this point. Because they were the richest one in the region, and it was right next to my city that I was just gonna start building. Which is the same region that I have my richest city, but it's nowhere close to as many as this. But I noticed there's a disaster going on. And yes, I am eating because I'm hungry. And we were looking at this downtown, and now there's a monster here. They got a university. It's not really moving much, it's just kind of sitting there. Literally is just sitting there. What is going on? It's either a glitch maybe? That's just weird. Oh, and see the streetcar system. Which you gotta love the rail. And that looks like a glitch, because usually those things are moving. He glitched a monster into a city. Wow. Well, not much more to say about that. And I am watching the chat, so if you do want to communicate with me, chat room, right on the right side. Yeah. And I'm sorry for this being kind of unannounced, but you know, I had an opening and I just had to kind of take it, so making up for last Wednesday, because this Wednesday we're doing a hangout and kind of flip-flopped Wednesdays there. It's kind of weird though, it's a glitch. Oh well. Can't be good. Pop to a region. I guess we're gonna have to go back to my old city. Sandig City. I have not unlocked the tornado disaster yet, unfortunately. And my vlog should have been uploaded. So if you want to go to youtube.com/Dugashoe, I did not put in a description yet or anything, but it's day 14 of Operation Storm. So, you can go and watch that. It's pretty boring if you look at the title. And music from that for today is from Wyatt. Twitch.tv/VexedGames. So, you can thank him for the music, because he used to make some music. And I kind of downloaded it from his SoundCloud. So, yeah. Who is the viewer I have? I don't know if you... It's probably me. But if you are watching, just type something in the chat so I know you're here. Because then it makes this a lot more fun for me and for you. Unless your chat's not working, which in that case, I don't really know what to say. Twitter, maybe? Okay. Now we're gonna go out to my other city way out here, which I played for like 2 minutes earlier. But, like I said, I kind of ran out of room, so what are you gonna do? I've only dropped 13% of my frames, and that's good. I'm using OBS, Open Broadcaster Software, which I do like. And it's warning me that I'm almost out of money, because I spent money. Well, there's residential demand. I'm just gonna have to start out with something and fix it later once I actually get cash. Alright, we'll just build a road right here. And add some residential. Well, that's a little too much. That's enough. I don't really want houses on this stretch. I really don't even know how I want the city, to be honest. If you have suggestions, chat box, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can put in input for later dates. I didn't share this on Google Plus either, but oh well. At least I won't have to download this and then re-upload it to YouTube, because Twitch does that for me automatically. And I don't know why I'm talking like this. Probably because I'm hungry. It's kind of a sucky way to start out. I don't really like this city. I like the ones with terrain and ones you can specialize in, because specialization is how you make your money. Do I have coal on the ground? Okay. So we got plenty of giant coal deposit. There's some ore. Oil. No oil. Oh, alright. Mike Cart 17. Thank you for coming, and I see he just sent me a chat saying it works, so that's great. Which I've been broadcasting and watching it, so I'm glad it's working. We are just in this new city, which I haven't even named yet. Yeah, your chat works, and I know it wasn't working earlier, so I'm glad it's working now. Oh, yeah, after that whole Twitch incident with I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I know I had to reset a bunch of my stuff, including my password, to get stuff to work again because of I'm not really sure what happened. But it was down for like a whole day, so something must have happened. Well, let's extend the street out, I guess. I'm gonna have to take out a loan here because I'm not looking. Okay, so Stanky wants us to like destroy it with disasters, which I've only unlocked a couple of disasters, but it's not really. You have to have something built, otherwise it's kind of boring if it's just destroying nothing. So we're gonna make this into our disaster yard. I'll call it Destroyoville. Destroyville. And this will be our city, I guess, where we can play around with disasters. However, I don't really have any. Oh, disasters are over here. The only ones I have right now are meteor strike, earthquake, and big lizard. So, I guess you could show you one of the disasters. But I'm gonna be out of money pretty quick if I just destroy this. Is it better than SimCity 4? It depends how you look at it. If you have a decently fast computer and a good internet connection, and you're willing to not have very large cities, because that is my biggest complaint at this point, then yeah, it's great. It's a lot of fun. I've played it for Origin has an in-game hour counter. My current time is 80 hours. So obviously it's fun enough that I could keep playing. There's a lot of new elements to it, especially specialization, which is kind of where you're gonna make your money. In that you can drill for oil if you have oil under your city, coal, raw ore, and then you can change. You can, what do they call it? Refine oil into gasoline and plastic. And when you sell those through your trade market or your trade depot, you get a lot of money back. And that's how you keep playing. But like I said with my other city, because they're so small, you're going to run out of room eventually. And you probably run out in I don't know, 5-6 hours of playing time. I think there's somebody in my driveway. But maybe not. It could just be a tractor going by. How big are the cities? Well, I don't know if you can see this dotted outline. I've heard it's equivalent to the size of the smallest one in SimCity 4. And when I went back and played SimCity 4, I realized how many other options there were. This is kind of off topic, but other, what would you call them? Just different things like the TV station, the radio station, the highway, and the subway. There aren't highways because it's all regional highway, and then everything within your city is just this. But that's probably because the city sizes are so small. I've heard they're equivalent to the size of the smallest one in SimCity 4. So it's not very big. I mean, it's big enough to have 100,000 people in. If you have other stuff, oh yeah, it's the septic truck that's in my driveway. But yeah, so they're not huge. but they're playable for a while. Of course, I don't have a power plant, and I can't buy any. That's good. It's good to be in a region that other people are playing in, because then you can buy stuff you need. But at this point, I can't buy what I need because nearby cities don't have anything. And I really don't feel like having to build all this out again. I don't know, we can jump to a different city I have. But first we'll do a disaster, because that was a request. I think. I don't know. I personally like Meteor Strike. Well, I like Tornado the best, but that one's a random one. So let's blow up our residential district here. That's not very big because we just started. Now I got my edition on sale for $40. Oh, there it is. I think we just kind of blew up most of my city there. So, that's a disaster. I think, yeah, we're gonna jump to one of my other cities because I don't feel like starting one today. What else? I don't know. So, for my conclusion for the new SimCity, if you're interested, if you really like SimCity and you're willing to pay, I think you have to pay $60. But I pre-ordered mine and got it on sale. I don't know where I have any good cities. That one's my really old city, and this one, like my first good city, which is kind of bad now that I looked at it. But also with the new SimCity, you do get a lot of the like curving roads. You don't think it's that big of a deal, but once you start using them, you can find a lot of unique uses for them. And then if like I went back to SimCity 4, I was like, everything feels completely gridded down, which was kind of weird. And I also do like the modules on buildings, which means you can plop individual parts of a building to add on to it versus having to build an entire new building. What are we gonna do? Empire of the World? Oh, what city is this? Oh, we played this one last time, Old Smith Canyon. I don't know if I have any good ones. I could go back to my really old city, the one I tested the first Twitch with. Dennis Cross. Major earthquake rocks Dennis Cross. Of course. Well, let's see how this city's doing. This is one of my original ones, like I said, so I don't really remember it very well. I know it's really gridded because I was still used to playing SimCity 4. And if you like grids, you can still make grids. It's just a little different. But I do like the streetcar functionality since so you can have the mini trains running through your city. I do like that because I like trains, and it's just kind of cool to have a light rail system on your avenues, even though it's kind of expensive. Oh, I see. You can add. I'm just looking at the Twitch chat while this is loading. I see you can add like people as voice, so they could voice chat. What else can you do? What's that? There. Michael, you're now a moderator for our chat room that nobody comes to. Except you, at least you came. I think I said this already. Today's vlog was uploaded like half hour ago. And I don't know. I'm not good at commentating. What do moderators do? Just you can like block people if they're spamming the chat room and stuff. I know Wyatt made me one on his channel, so it's just so that people don't get unruly if people do come. Alright, I'll be right back. I just gotta do something while this is loading, and it'll be just a few minutes. Okay, this is my original city of Dennis Crossing, or Denis if you're French, because that was my French name, and that's what I felt like naming the city. And actually, I didn't really specialize in anything, because I didn't really learn about that yet. But relatively speaking, I'm doing pretty okay. Without a specialization. Well, I do have one raw ore thing. But I still didn't really understand the game yet when I made this. I mean, the full context. I think I'm doing alright. I think I added a streetcar. I think I was working on a streetcar system. I don't know if it's actually there. This was back when I was still thinking about keeping the budget perfect, which is not very easy in this new game because it's easy to spend a lot. So it's much easier just to have a specialization. So, oh, darn it. I forgot there was a disaster last time. It was a giant lizard that came through my city. So we gotta clean up from this. This feels really weird that I'm not playing it in full screen, so usually I play it in full screen, but Twitch does not like it when I play it in full screen. Something down here is broke. What? Who built the house there? It must be right on the edge. I can't really tell, but I think it's right on the edge of where I zoned industrial and residential. Oh, I'm assuming you mean that the full screen doesn't work? Yeah. It's kind of a pain, especially when you're used to playing at full screen. And it doesn't seem to run as fast when you're not playing it in full screen, so. Or that could just be because streaming sucks my entire internet connection and probably most of the computer resources. Okay, we should be good down here now. Yeah. Let's see, what else does this city have? It has an expo center, which is part of the culture specialization. And so you can hold events in it, and then people will come from the region and pay to get in. So that's an okay way to make money, but you have to manually set up every event. And I think I'm gonna have to end this probably at 1 o'clock, if not earlier, which means very soon. As for other things I'll be doing this week, I mean, it was all spelled out in my video I uploaded today, which I still need to write the description for, but basically, there's a good chance of severe weather in Wisconsin tomorrow, northern Wisconsin, and so I will, streetcars are crowded, really? So I'll be coming to the Expo Center, but anyway, good chance of severe weather tomorrow, which means I'll probably be having a live stream if it looks like it's gonna be headed this way. So over here I have an airport next to the Expo Center, my water pumping station. There's a lot of hotels over here. And well, there's a lot of traffic crossing that bridge too. Which I think my bus terminal and my Expo Center both got destroyed, which is why I don't have very much money. Could always take out a loan, I guess. I gotta pay for it. And this was the module stuff I was talking about. You can see it right now. I'm adding additional bus garages. And yes, I'll be coming to your live stream tomorrow, because I'll still be here in Wisconsin at least. Because Wednesday afternoon I'm leaving for California, which I talked about that in my video today too. And I don't really feel like talking about it anymore because I don't know. Okay, so you can tell I was working on the streetcar stuff. And I have this avenue here, a streetcar. I built a track back around here so they can get onto this side of town faster, and then it goes from right down here all the way towards my Tokyo Tower, which is a landmark which people come to as tourism as well. Saying, I don't know where my streetcar depot is. I don't remember the city very well. Oh, there it is. Well, there's a good amount of people riding it at least. Guess we're just gonna have to add a couple more. And we can add a sign too. I hope I'm not destroying anything important over there. Oh no, it's just a little business. No. I'm too used to having money from specializations. So it's kind of weird to play in the city. Because now I'm probably almost out of money. Oh, I have 3 loans out already. Aren't it? That's right, because that I had 2 disasters within a minute of each other, and I just got so mad I stopped playing in the city. Because one destroyed this area over here, and then one destroyed across the river. Over here. In some ways, I do like building cities, but I like when they're already off the ground. Because otherwise, it's kind of a pain. Like, the initial starting is the worst. Then once you run out of area to go, as I did in this city as well, then it's like, well, what do I do now? Which is why we need bigger maps. I really don't even know what to do here anymore. They don't have any problems. So what's eventually gonna happen is I'm just gonna run out of money because I kinda wish the Sims would pay fares if they like rode my bus or something. Which they do in SimCity 4, I know, because you can make back money on your fares. But they do not do that in this game, as far as I know. I don't think it's in the budget. I have never, I mean, they have the income here for transportation, and plenty of people are riding it. But they just don't make money, so I'm hoping they'll add that as well. Could join a new region, I guess. And another game, I was gonna live stream this weekend, but I had some issues with it as I was testing it. It's called OpenTTD. It's an open source version of came out in the 90s. It was Transportation Tycoon Deluxe, which was the same people that made RCT3, of course. But they released the source code in like 1997, and there's a developer community that made it into a game that you can download at openttd.org, I believe. And it's Transportation Tycoon, which means it's kind of like SimCity, but instead of managing the actual city part, you manage the transportation between the industries and the cities, the passengers, and then all the different resources that the industries create. And it's pretty addicting. This is a global. Do they not have this work? Oh. And with this new SimCity, and I keep saying the new SimCity, but I wish they had a better name for it. I guess we could just call it SimCity. They have the global market, which means the things you specialize in, the prices that you sell them at, dynamically change in the game because it's always connected to the internet. So you can see coal here in the last month, how the pricing is. Crude oil, ore, metal, alloy, fuel, plastic. There's fuel. Processors, which is, you see, computers are very high, and that's why I make them in that other city, because they're the highest by a lot. They're over 1,500 a truckload, which is plenty of money to build pretty much anything, but they take a lot of resources to make too, so. I don't know. I thought I was gonna feel more like building today, but not really, for some reason. How long have we been on here today? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go, so unfortunately, after 50 minutes, so tomorrow, Douglas Block.